discuss some other important problems in the chemical equilibrium. Okay, especially in this lecture we discuss how to calculate equilibrium constant when partial pressures are provided, that is how to calculate Kp. Okay, so different types of problems we discuss. First one is for the reaction 2 moles of NH3 dissociate to give N2 plus 3H2. Total pressure at equilibrium is 2.8 atmosphere. Okay, total pressure at equilibrium is 2.8 atmosphere and partial pressures of N2 and H2 at equilibrium are 0.8 and 0.4 respectively. Okay, so partial pressures of N2 and H2 are given. What is Kp? Okay, see here. First, for this reaction, what is the Kp expression? Kp is equal to partial pressure of N2 into partial pressure of H2 whole power 3 by partial pressure of NH3 whole power 2. Right? So this is the equilibrium constant expression for this reaction in terms of partial pressures. Okay, so product of partial pressures of products by product of the partial pressures of the reactants, right? And each term is raised to its stoichiometric coefficient. So here 3 moles of H2, so partial pressure of H2 whole power 3. Here 2 moles of NH3, so partial pressure of NH3 whole power 2. Here only 1 mole, so that's why partial pressure of N2. Okay, this is the expression. Now, what are the information provided here? P total is given. P total at equilibrium is how much? 2.8 atmosphere. Okay, and also given that partial pressure of N2 equal to 0.8 atmosphere. Partial pressure of H2 is equal to 0.4 atmosphere. But they didn't provide the partial pressure of NH3 at equilibrium. Okay. So no, they have provided only partial pressure of N2 and H2 and they have given total pressure. Okay. So P total is equal to partial pressure of NH3 plus partial pressure of N2 plus partial pressure of H2. Yes or no? Total pressure is nothing but a sum of the partial pressure of all the systems present in that container. Okay, so here we have total 3 species. So total pressure at equilibrium is nothing but individual sum of the partial pressures of the species present. Okay, so P total is given now. How much? 2.8. Partial pressure of NH3 we need to calculate plus partial pressure of N2 is 0.8 and partial pressure of H2 is 0.4. Okay, so now here partial pressure of NH3 is equal to 2.8 minus 1.2. See, 0.8 plus 0.4 is 1.2. If you take it to this side, that becomes minus 1.2. So that is equal to how much? 2.8 minus 1.2, that is equal to 0.6 atmosphere. Sorry, 1.6 atmosphere. Okay, so here this is 1.6 atmosphere. So partial pressure of NH3 is 1.6 atmosphere. Now let us substitute this 0.8, 0.4 and 1.6 atmosphere in their respective positions in this Kp expression. Okay, so Kp is equal to partial pressure of N2, how much? 0.8. Okay, and partial pressure of H2, how much? 0.4 whole power 3 by partial pressure of NH3, how much? 1.6 whole power 2. Okay, so this we can write 8 into 4 into 4 into 10 power minus 4 we can write. So no, 0.4 whole cube is 0.4 into 0.4 into 0.4. So for our simplification purpose, this we can write 8 into 10 power minus 1. This also we can write 4 into 10 power minus 1. So overall we get this one. By this you can write 16 into 10 power minus 2. Okay, 16 into 1.6 we can write 16 into 10 power minus 1 whole square, so that's why we get this. Okay, so 4 4 16, 16 will get cancelled, and here 4 4 16 and 4 8 by 4 two times. So overall here if this goes on to the numerator, that becomes a 10 power 2. So therefore Kp is equal to 2.0 into 10 power minus 2. Okay, so this is the value of Kp. So 2 into 10 power minus 2. Okay, clear? So very simple. First write the information which is provided. Okay, so here total pressure is given and partial pressure of two species are given. Third species partial pressure is not provided, that we have calculated in this way. Okay, and then substitute in the Kp expression, we get the answer. Okay, so this is also very important when partial pressure of one species is not directly provided. Okay, now let us see second problem. A vessel at 1200 Kelvin contains CO2 with a pressure of 0.5 atmosphere. Okay, CO2 is taken in a container and whose pressure is 0.5 atmosphere. Some amount of CO2 is converted into CO, carbon monoxide. Okay, some amount of carbon dioxide is converted into carbon monoxide, and the addition of graphite. Okay, an addition of graphite, what is equilibrium constant in terms of partial pressure? And also here provided the total pressure at equilibrium. Okay, see here this is another model. So here total pressure at equilibrium is given and initial pressure of the CO2 is given. Yes or no? This is the initial pressure of CO2. So means first we should find partial pressures at equilibrium. Okay, so for that first to write the equation. CO2 we have taken, right? For this we have added graphite, that is a solid. Okay, so we are getting carbon monoxide gas. Okay, carbon monoxide gas. This is the reaction. Okay, so first we have to find equilibrium partial pressures by using ice table. Okay, so what is the initial pressure of CO2? 0.5 atmosphere. Okay, 0.5 atmosphere. See, it is a solid, so that's why we do not consider this one, sir, no, because that does not appear in the equilibrium constant expression. It is a constant. Okay, and it is a solid. Okay, so only we should consider CO2 and CO, that's all. Okay, forget about this graphite. Okay, so now out of the 0.5 atmosphere, suppose X atmosphere is converted into CO2 by reacting with the graphite. Okay, so at the same time plus 2x atmosphere. Yes or no? Per mole x is the change. Here we have 2 moles, so that's why 2 into x, 2 atmosphere. Okay, so here it is 0.5 minus x atmosphere, and this is 2x atmosphere. Okay, so these are the equilibrium partial pressures of CO2 and CO. Right, equilibrium partial pressures of CO2 and CO. Now, here see one hint is given that total pressure at equilibrium is 0.8 atmosphere. Okay, so therefore P total at equilibrium is nothing but partial pressure of CO2 at equilibrium plus partial pressure of CO at equilibrium. So no, this is the total pressure at equilibrium. Okay, so now how much this one? 0.8, that is equal to partial pressure of CO2 at equilibrium, how much? 0.5 minus x. Okay, and partial pressure of CO at equilibrium, how much? 2x. Okay, so now if you simplify this one, 0.8 equal to 0.5 minus x plus 2x is plus x. 0.5 plus x. Now take this 0.5 this side, so we get x is equal to 0.8 minus 0.5. So therefore x is equal to how much? 0.3. Okay, the change x is how much? 0.3. Okay, so now what is the equilibrium constant expression in terms of partial pressure for this one? So partial pressure of CO whole power 2 by partial pressure of CO2. Okay, partial pressure of CO2. So for this one, for this reaction, this is the equilibrium constant expression. Okay, so now we have to substitute partial pressure of CO and CO2 at equilibrium. So here 2 into, or here we can write partial pressure of CO equal to 2 into 0.3, that equal to 0.6, right? X equal to 0.3, and partial pressure of CO2 is equal to 0.5 minus 0.3, that equal to 0.2. So no, 0.5 minus x is 0.3. Now substitute these values in this expression. So Kp is equal to 0.6 whole square by 0.2. Okay, see this we can write 6 into 10 power minus 2 by 2 into 10 power minus 1. Okay, 2 into 10 power minus 1. So this is 3 times, so that is 3 into 6, 18 into this 10 power minus 1 goes on to the numerator, becomes 10 power 1. So we get 10 power minus 1. Okay, so we get 10 power minus 1. Okay, so that is nothing but Kp is equal to 1.8. Okay, Kp is equal to 1.8. Okay, clear? So in this way, first only initial pressure of one reactant for the species which is present is given and total pressure is given. So by utilizing Ice table, first find out the equilibrium concentrations and then equilibrium partial pressures here. Okay, and then substitute in the Kp expression, then we get the answer. Okay, now let us see another very important model here. It is a special one. Okay, very important. A2B5 decomposes in presence of helium with a total initial pressure of 100 mm Hg in a closed flask. Okay, so A2B5 decomposes in the presence of helium and the total initial pressure is 100 mm of Hg. After 50% of A2B5 decomposed, after 50% of A2B5 decomposed, equilibrium is reached with a net pressure of 140 mm Hg. Okay, what is the net pressure at equilibrium? 150 mm of Hg. What is Kp for the dissociation of A2B5 gives A2B plus 2B2. Okay, so this is the problem. So here initial pressure is given and 50% of A2B5 is decomposed, and also they have provided the total pressure at equilibrium. Okay, so now let us take this equation. Okay, so first we take initial pressure, let us assume it as P naught plus helium is equal to 100 mm Hg. Okay, so initially we have A2B5 plus helium, right? A2B5 plus helium we have. So its pressure we are assuming as P naught. P naught plus helium is total pressure equal to 100 mm Hg. Now let us take this reaction A2B5 okay, so here initial we are assuming it as P naught, right? Okay, so these two are not formed yet. The change 50% means P naught by 2. So here plus P naught by 2 plus P naught, right? 2 P naught by 2 means 2 will get cancelled. So here we have P naught. Okay, so at equilibrium P naught minus P naught by 2, that is equal to P naught by 2. So here it is P naught by 2 and here it is P naught. Okay, so these are the equilibrium partial pressures of A2B5, A2B and 2B2. So no, see they mentioned here 50% A2B5 is decomposed. Means 50% means P naught by 2. Okay, so now and also they have provided that the net pressure of 140 mm Hg at equilibrium. Okay, At equilibrium, what are the species present now? Total pressure of A2B5, how much? P naught by 2 plus. This is also present at equilibrium with a pressure of P naught by 2. And here B2 is also present at a partial pressure of P naught. Plus we have helium gas as it is. Okay. So no. See here, this helium is inert gas, so that's why that does not participate in the reaction. That remains just as it is. Okay, its contribution remains same towards total pressure. Okay, so this step is very important. Understood why this is a special example. So here a inert gas is present, but that does not involve in the chemical reaction, right? So that remain as it is in the reaction system itself. Okay, it does not participate and it does not react with anyone. Okay, so now total pressure at equilibrium is nothing but the pressure of all species present at equilibrium, right? Partial pressure of A2B5 plus partial pressure of A2B plus partial pressure of B2 plus partial pressure of helium. Total is equal to 140 mm of Hg. Okay, so now if you observe this one, P naught plus helium, how much? 100 mm Hg, right? Okay, so now here P naught by 2 plus P naught by 2, that is equal to P naught plus 100 equal to 140. From this one, P naught is equal to 140 minus 100, that is equal to 40 mm of Hg. Right? So this is the partial P naught value, 40 mm Hg. Okay, clear? See, very important this one. Now, you understood this one. This is, we are taking from this one, right? P naught plus helium equal to 100 mm Hg. In the place of this one, we substituted 100. Okay, so now Kp, what is Kp expression for this? Kp expression for this equilibrium equal to partial pressure of A to B into partial pressure of B2 whole power 2 by partial pressure of A to B5. Right? This is the equilibrium constant expression in terms of partial pressure, right? For this system. Okay, so partial pressure of A to B into partial pressure of B2 whole power 2. Stoichiometric coefficient comes here. Okay, so here partial pressure of A to B5. If you substitute here, partial pressure of A to B, how much? P naught by 2. P naught how much? 40. 40 by 2 equal to 20. Okay, 20. And this one, P naught. Okay, so here 40 whole square. P naught equal to 40 by, what is the equilibrium partial pressure of A to B5? P naught by 2. That is nothing but 20. Okay, see here 20 will get cancelled. So finally we have Kp is equal to 40 into 40. How much? 1600. Okay, 1600. So the Kp value is how much? 1600. Okay, so the answer is B. Okay, clear? So this is very important model. Okay, see this step and this step are important. Helium remain, not only helium, whatever it is the inert gas that remain as it is in the system. Okay, clear? So first we have to find the equilibrium partial pressures, and then I calculated the P naught value, and from the Kp expression we got Kp equal to 1600. Okay, clear? See, suppose here question can be asked in another way also. What is the partial pressure of helium in the system? Okay, what is the partial pressure of helium in the system? Okay, how much? What is the partial pressure? See here, P naught plus 100. P naught plus helium equal to 100. P naught how much? 40. And helium will be 60 mm of Hg. In that way also question can be asked. Okay, so but here they ask you to calculate the Kp, and sometimes they may ask you to find what is the partial pressure of inert gas present in the system. Okay, so we have to solve up to here. After finding P naught, we can get the partial pressure of inert gas. Okay, now let us see another problem. This is also very important. At 300 Kelvin, dissociation equilibrium pressure of NH4SH is 60 atmosphere. Okay, the total pressure at equilibrium when the NH4SH is dissociated in presence of 45 atmosphere of NH3 is how much? Okay, so here they have provided the equilibrium pressure of NH4SH is 60 centimeter when that is dissociated. Okay, and they ask you to find when the same NH4SH dissociated in the presence of NH3, what is the pressure at equilibrium? That we have to find. Okay, clear? They have provided the equilibrium pressure, only this is dissociated, and they ask you to find what is the total equilibrium pressure when this is dissociated in the presence of NH3. Okay, clear? So now first let us take the dissociation of NH4SH. It dissociate to give ammonia gas plus hydrogen sulfide H2S gas. These two are formed. Okay, so let us see this is solid, so that's why no need to consider its pressure, right? Okay, so here its pressure is P, its pressure is also P. Okay, because both are formed in 1:1 ratio. Okay, so if its partial pressure is P, its partial pressure is also P. Because they didn't provide nothing, they have provided the total pressure at equilibrium. Okay, so now they have given that 2P is equal to 60 atmosphere. So no, total pressure at equilibrium is given as 60 atmosphere. So that is nothing but P plus P. So no, only two gases are present, so P plus P is 2P. So from this, P equal to 30 atmosphere. Okay, so P equal to 30 atmosphere. For this one, first we have to calculate Kp. Okay, Kp equal to partial pressure of NH3 into partial pressure of H2S. Right, this is the Kp expression for this equilibrium. Is that right? It is a solid. Okay, it does not appear in the equilibrium constant. Okay, so 30 into 30, that is equal to 900 atmosphere square. Okay, 30 atmosphere into 30 atmosphere, that is 900 atmosphere square. Kp is. Okay, so now they ask you to calculate what is the total pressure when same NH4SH dissociated in the presence of 45 atmosphere of NH3. Okay, so for that one again we have to take the same dissociation. NH4SH dissociate to form NH3 gas plus H2S gas. Okay, see here, let us assume now partial pressure of NH3 is P dash and already 45 atmosphere of NH3 is present, yes or no? In the presence of 45 atmosphere of NH3 means already NH3 is present 45 atmosphere, and again something is formed from this dissociation. So that is already present 45 plus P dash is coming from the dissociation of NH4SH, and this is how much P dash. Okay, so now see here, first if you calculate P dash, then we can calculate total pressure at equilibrium. Okay, see, very simple, nothing to confuse this one. First they have given only dissociation of NH4SH, nothing is present along with this one. And the second case, they have provided NH4SH along with the NH3. Already NH3 is present this much, and still this is formed in the dissociation. Simple. Okay, now let us take, see here, at 300 Kelvin we are maintaining a constant temperature. Means the Kp value is same or different for these two cases? Same. That is the very important thing here you should understand. Okay, constant temperature, so that's why for this particular dissociation Kp is fixed. So therefore Kp is equal to, this is the expression, partial pressure of NH3 now how much? P dash plus 45 into partial pressure of H2S how much? P dash, that is equal to, we got 900. Okay, see here, this Kp expression is this one also same, and partial pressure of NH3 in this case how much? P dash plus 45, and partial pressure of H2S how much? P dash, and Kp equal to 900 because the temperature is fixed, so Kp is also fixed. Okay, so if you solve this one, we get P dash equal to 15 atmosphere. Okay, we get P dash equal to 15 atmosphere if you solve this one. Okay, so now therefore total pressure at equilibrium is equal to partial pressure of NH3 plus partial pressure of H2S. Partial pressure of NH3 how much? Or we can write in this way. Okay, so I don't want to confuse you. Okay, so partial pressure of NH3 is P dash plus 45 plus P dash. So no, partial pressure of NH3 plus partial pressure of H2S. So if you substitute here 15 plus 45 plus 15, that is equal to how much? 75 atmosphere. Okay, so this is P total. Okay, so only NH4SH is present, total pressure at equilibrium is 60 atmosphere. When the same dissociation is carried out with the NH3 already present and total pressure at equilibrium how much? 75 atmosphere. Okay, so very important and very simple. First we have calculated Kp, and then by using this one we have calculated P dash. Okay, so and then total pressure. Right? Now let us see another problem. 1 mole of N2O4 at 300 Kelvin is kept in a closed container under 1 atmosphere. Okay, 1 mole of N2O4 is taken at 300 Kelvin in a closed container with 1 atmosphere pressure. It is heated to 600 Kelvin when 20% of N2O4 decomposes to NO2. What is the resultant pressure? Okay, what is the resultant pressure? Clear? So here at 300 Kelvin 1 mole of N2O4 is initially taken and the total pressure is given, and when it is heated to 600 Kelvin 20% is decomposed. At that temperature what is the total pressure that we have to calculate. Okay, so here how N2O4 dissociates? N2O4 dissociate to give NO2. Okay, so this is the balanced equation of decomposition of N2O4. So here first we have to write the ice table. From this one we have to calculate how many moles of N2O4 and NO2 are present at equilibrium. Okay, initial how much? 1 mole they have provided. Okay, 1 mole of N2O4 they have provided, and here 0, this is not present. Okay, and this one is, suppose the change is x and here it is 2x. So here we have 1 minus x and here we have 2x. Okay, so now this is the equilibrium moles, and here it is given that x equal to how much? X is equal to 20%, it is given, that is nothing but 20 by 100. Okay, so that is nothing but 0.2. Okay, 0.2. X equal to how much? 0.2. So therefore number of moles of N2O4 at equilibrium is equal to how much? 1 minus x, that is 1 minus 0.2, that is equal to 0.8. Okay, and the number of moles of NO2 at equilibrium how much? 2x that equal to 2 into 0.2 that equal to 0.4. Okay, so these are the number of moles of N2O4 and number of moles of NO2 at equilibrium. Now let us see, suppose initially at 300 Kelvin, at 300 Kelvin, at 600 Kelvin. Okay, so here number of moles, total number of moles equal to 1 mole. So no, because only N2O4 is present here, not decomposed here. Only N2O4 is present, it is 1 mole. And at 600 Kelvin, total number of moles equal to N total equal to 0.8 plus 0.4 that equal to 1.2 mole. So no, because at equilibrium we have both N2O4 and NO2, so total number of moles equal to 1.2 mole. Now see here, it is kept under a closed container. Closed container means since volume is constant. Okay, closed container means here volume is constant. Now from ideal gas equation PV equal to nRT, and from this one P is directly proportional to NT. Sir, no, because volume is constant, R is already a constant, so P is directly proportional to number of moles into temperature. Okay, so now from this one we can write, therefore P1 by P2 is equal to N1 into T1 by N2 into T2. Okay, P1 by P2 is equal to N1 T1 by N1 T1 by N2 T2. Okay, if you from this one, P1 how much? P1 is nothing but total pressure at 300 Kelvin, 1 atmosphere. 1 by this P2 we should find, and N1 total moles at 300 Kelvin, how much? 1. Temperature is 300. Okay, and N2 total moles at 600 Kelvin, 1.2 into temperature is 600. Okay, so here 300 2 times. So from this one P2 is equal to 1.2 into 2, 2.4 atmosphere. Okay, P2 how much? 2.4 atmosphere. Okay, so this is also another different model and important. See, all the problems which discussed 5 are different types, very important. Okay, so first we have constructed ice table. From that we have calculated equilibrium moles of N2O4 and NO2. Okay, and by utilizing this ideal gas equation, closed container means volume is constant, right? Volume does not changes. Okay, so from that one P is directly proportional to N into T. Okay, and we have two conditions, so that's why P1 by Pt equal to N1 T1 by N2 T2. From this we have calculated P2. Okay, clear? So in the next lecture we discuss some other different types of problems. Okay, thank you.